Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to the first blog post of 2022. With the first full week of 2022 coming to a close, it really is been a really powerful first few days of the new year. I think coming out of a record-setting 2021, and it was a record-setting 2021 for purchase mortgage dollar volume. You look at the number and it's staggering, a little better than $1.6 trillion worth of purchase money, mortgage loan volume. And I firmly believe that, we could see, for those who are focused on purchase business, that number may even improve, somewhat going into 2022. I don't think the allure of home ownership, the desire to own where people live, is anywhere remotely close to fading out. And while I do see property appreciation backing off a bit, not depreciation by any sense of the imagination, but certainly we're not going to be able to sustain almost 20% appreciation rates across the country. But the reality of it is, prices go higher, desire goes higher, demand is higher. The loan sizes that we're going to see are going to be higher. And for those of you who have positioned yourselves in the purchase arena, you're going to see the benefit of that. Now, I know many of you may not have been aware that we were experiencing a record year. And it really is important that you do have information around you and that you have awareness and that you're paying attention to certain things, because there's a big difference in the marketplace and how national news impacts people, as well as how local news impacts people. And the strategies going into a more dominant purchase year are going to be different than what the strategies have been for many of you who were much heavier refinance weighted. Again, there are many people out there, and I've heard from quite a few loan officers, managers, companies who have been heavily weighted refinance, trying to get themselves acclimated to what do they do in a purchase focused arena. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be, having your loan officers pick up the phone and dial realtors and have them have coffee or lunch meetings. So what I'm trying to get the message across today is to really get yourself in a position where you're informing yourself as to what's going on in your market and how national numbers may or may not impact. Just a quick example, I've got loan officers who work in markets where the new conforming loan limits mean absolutely nothing. Their loan sizes average around $200,000. So there are people that do significant number of units and dollar volume that never see a jumbo loan or a loan over, anywhere near the conforming limit. So the conforming limit moving higher means nothing to them. But a change in the FEMA map can mean everything to them, because they live in an area and maybe, a change in the FEMA map or a change in other circumstances can be significant. So it's really important that you have an understanding of your market, what's going on in your market, and be the vehicle. I don't need you out there touting all day, every little change in the markets, that rates go up, rates go down, this happened, that. It's not necessary that you're out there publishing that information, but it's necessary that you're aware of it. You need to be aware of what's going on, what the national news is, because a lot of people are going to get national news, but they don't understand how it impacts them personally. So I think it's really important that you pay attention, especially now. Let's face it, the Fed meeting minutes came out yesterday. Market did not respond well. We took a really big hit this morning. We're going to get unemployment numbers tomorrow, Friday. We're going to get the jobs report for December. One or both of those things could impact the markets and change the direction and the way things are moving And it's important that you pay attention to these things and what those impacts could be. Now, we've talked about this a lot, and we've diluted a lot of this impact because for almost the entire year since the market lows of a little over a year ago on January 4th of 2021, I've really pushed everybody to say, let's stay out of the rate game. If you like it, lock it. Don't get involved in playing the floating game and trying to do something that is not within your purview. Your job is to convey the information, share the risks and the rewards, put the deal together, make the customer happy, and move on to the next thing. Micromanaging a floating pipeline can be deadly in this industry, and I don't expect that any of you are going to do it. And the last thing you want to be as a mortgage originator is acting like a bond trader. So again, there's lots of things that are going to happen. We're going to have a lot of conversations this year here about, for many of you, what will be helpful on, acclimating to a much more heavier purchase-driven arena. I look forward to helping you and discussing with you how these things are playing into the markets. And as always, if you have any questions, it's Mike at imtcoaching.com. We'll talk to you again next week. Take care.